With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Sentinels of Tokyo taking on the Shamrocks of Brooklyn. Now, the second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give them the first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Shamrocks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Robinson up the middle. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Howell from the gun. Flush to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Howell out of the shotgun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Powell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Howell to throw. Flushed out right. Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Powell throwing on first down here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10, Howell. And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Sentinels get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. yards here just past the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here. This is taken in by McBride. And touchdown! Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Shamrocks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Hal to the air on 1st and 10. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that's That's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Evades him at the 20. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Al down to throw it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Howell. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 22 yards. And the Sentinels have got it back to within a score. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw again. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing the sideline.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Howell eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. And Howe will throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Powell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Rosas' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the... 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing here, Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Robinson. Touchdown! And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes second down at 5. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize